Yep, I'm good.
Right down.
Well, alright guys, we're here on day 2. Can we repeat success 2 days in a row? Well, we're gonna see about that. I'm a little nervous today. I think the competition is gonna be pretty stiff. There's the rig. We're gonna unload it. We're gonna go check in, see what's happening. Well, it wouldn't be a dyno race without some rain. Sun is shining and rain's coming down. Well, we're gonna venture down and check in anyways. Yeah,
So did they both take off now?
Alright guys, well, I checked in, we got our number. We rode around and checked out the beginning of the course and stuff because that stuff could change. It rained a little. I talked to Mama. She's on her way. It's all coming together. We got like an hour. Let's check in on the steed here. She's got me some trophies and some medals. She's a good old girl. The Excalibur. I'll keep you updated as much as I can. I'll try to keep myself from being a nervous wreck. And we'll see what happens, what the results are, where we come in. I'm excited. Cross your fingers. Well, a little update. Hit a snag. It's pouring. I just checked and they said they're starting at a normal time, but my idiot self left my water bottles at home. So my wife had to run back and try to get them in time. Stressful enough. Guys, no matter how many times you try to do this, you can't plan for everything. To say I'm stressed out is an understatement. Oh boy, I wish. Oh well. I guess when it's all said and done, it'll be a fun adventure. I'll check back in. Take it easy, guys. Alright, let's recap what's happening. It's pouring rain. I've left my bottles at home. My wife's running back to try to get them in time. We have 40 minutes until the start of this race. I run down and talk to the organizers to see if maybe they're planning on doing a delay or something. So I go down there and talk to them and it said, at this point, they're planning on starting it on time. So I call her and I said, we got to come up with a plan because I didn't think she was going to make it back in time. So we made up a tentative plan that she could pass off a bottle to me at the feed zone after the first lap. That's all we can do, you know. So right before the race starts, they decide to delay it by an hour, which I'm very happy they did. My poor wife was out there driving, you know, her little heart out trying to get back to me. So I call her right away and tell her that it's been delayed. But at this point, she's already back in the park just trying to make it back to where the race is at. So, well, thank goodness they did because it was still raining at this point. So after the hour goes by, the sun comes out, the weather conditions improve. Now, they did decide that they wanted to shorten the length of the Expert Series and the Sport Series race by 1 lap. So that's 3 laps for the Expert, 2 laps for the Sport because of the delay. Now, the conditions now are wet and muddy because it rained quite a bit, which you'll see in the footage soon. We're going to go over this race. I'm going to talk you through it. You'll see the experience that I went through. It's crazy. Hang on. It's about to get wild. Alright guys, we're going to go through the footage of this race.
Ready?
Oh, I always struggle with clipping in at the beginning of these races. I'm always so nervous. I felt like I actually had a pretty good start despite not being able to clip in. But then I kind of like slow up here and let people pass me, which was probably a mistake looking back now. But I was really sketched out because it had just stopped raining and I was worried about this turn coming up that I was going to cut in the grass and just wipe out right at the beginning of the race. And I had that fear in my mind and it kept me and held me back. You see we all get funneled down here under the single track. You can see all that mud there. The track is slick. This was my first mountain bike race, and I tell you what, the beginning of this was insane. It was really exciting. It was like an adrenaline rush. It was crazy. This first climb into this track is, I think, brutal, and then you got these rocks. Everybody struggles to find a good line through here. But I was able to make up a few spots there. That was nice. And I kind of missed an opportunity here. I should have taken a better line. I may have been able to get by one or two here as well, but it's pretty steep here and everything's washed out. The guy in the yellow here takes this opportunity to get around this guy, and I should have followed him. I'm just kind of hanging with this guy here for a while. I kind of wanted to get like the shell shock out of me because, you know, we're all kind of, the pace was finally evening out a little bit and wasn't quite as crazy. I had thought to myself I was going to try to pass him here at this hill, but he put out a good effort too, and so I just kind of sat tight for a little bit longer. Everything was going good. I think I started to get like a little antsy feeling, and kind of led me to misjudge here in a minute. You're going to see. I knew coming up to this turn too, it was slick. Bam, went down. I knew it was going to be slick there. I don't know what I was thinking. And then I lost all my progress. I went down pretty hard too. I check out my bike real quick, make sure everything's okay. I got back on, go this little ways, and I realized that my seat is spun all the way around 180 degrees and was sticking in my butt. So I had to hop back off and luckily snap that thing back around straight and get back on the bike. And now I got to make up time. Now I'm feeling the pressure. I've lost all that time. I calmed myself down. I told myself, it's early in the race, you can make up this time. Don't freak out. Just buckle down and chase them down. As soon as I saw him at the bottom of this hill, it lit a fire in me, and I charged right up to catch him. Ooh, I was jamming, man. Once I got back to the group, man, I just took a break for a little bit because I had put out an effort to catch these guys. I tell you, I was so excited to catch up to them. Once I had finally gotten some time to recover a little bit and start thinking clearly, I knew that I had to start moving forward if I wanted to try to finish well in this race. So I was just kind of cruising along here with these guys, trying to think of when I could try to get around these guys.
I'm following them on the left.
And then this guy lets him through, and I just stuck right with him and followed him on through with them. Shortly after that, this guy waved me through.
Left right now. Left. Thank you.
After I got past that group, I just lit it up again and just tried to chase down the next. I knew I had to put out effort if I wanted to catch everybody and try to finish well. I catch up to this guy here, and he lets me through. After that, I just put the hammer down again. Once I caught this guy, I sat up for a little bit and just recovered some. I didn't know how many people were even ahead of me at this point. I had no idea.
Oh, my right, thank you.
And he let me through here. So again, I just got on the gas, see if I could chase somebody else down. I knew that there was still riders ahead of me. I didn't know how far ahead of me or where they were at. I had no sight of them. I just kept the effort up and just told myself to stay calm and not slide out again and crash because it was still so slick. I didn't want to make another mistake. I thought maybe I'd catch somebody at this tough switchback here, but still, nobody to be seen. At this point, we're more than halfway through the first lap. I thought, you know, I just won't catch these guys. I'll just try to finish as strong as I can. And then I caught sight of somebody. I was like, yes, it was like a jolt of new energy. Subscribe to my channel to find out what happens next. If you missed my first episode of my Xterra race weekend, click here, subscribe. Stay tuned for more, guys. Part 3 is coming up.